Have you ever pondered what made Socrates, the ancient philosopher, so influential even after 2,400 years of his demise? Let's delve into the enigma that is Socrates. Born to a stonemason father and a midwife mother in ancient Athens, Socrates was a man of humble beginnings. His early life, though shrouded in mystery, was speculated to be like that of any other Athenian boy of his time, learning his father's trade and partaking in the city's public life. Yet, it was not his stone-cutting skills that etched his name in the annals of history. Instead, it was his razor-sharp intellect and insatiable curiosity. He questioned everything and everyone, thereby revolutionizing the way people thought and paving the way for a new era of philosophy. Socrates, a stonecutter's son who never wrote a word, left an indelible mark on the philosophy of the world. Socrates, an ordinary citizen of Athens, embarked on an extraordinary journey that would forever change the world of philosophy. Born into a humble life, Socrates wasn't content with the status quo. He yearned for understanding, for wisdom. This yearning led to the creation of the Socratic method, a way of seeking truth through questioning. Imagine a conversation where instead of telling, one asks, provoking thought, stirring the mind, and uncovering deeply held beliefs. This was Socrates' way. He believed that true knowledge came from recognizing one's own ignorance. "I know that I am intelligent," he once said, "because I know that I know nothing." This philosophy of knowing nothing was revolutionary. It challenged the hubris of his contemporaries and stirred the minds of those around him. It wasn't about proving others wrong, but about self-realization, about understanding the limitations of one's own knowledge. This humble approach to wisdom laid the groundwork for the development of Western philosophy and critical thinking. But what of ethics? Socrates believed in the power of virtue, arguing that all virtues stemmed from knowledge. He posited that no one knowingly does evil. If one knew what was truly good, they would do it. Thus, the pursuit of knowledge was not just a philosophical endeavor, but a moral one. Now let's talk about his students. Plato and Xenophon, two of the most influential thinkers of their time, were deeply inspired by Socrates. They learned from his wisdom, absorbed his teachings, and preserved his thoughts for future generations. Through their writings, the world came to know of Socrates and his philosophy. Socrates, a man of the people, was a beacon of wisdom in a world clouded with ignorance. His relentless questioning, his pursuit of wisdom, his courage to admit his own lack of knowledge, these traits set him apart. And it was these traits that would inspire generations of thinkers, scholars, and philosophers. Socrates, with his relentless questioning and pursuit of wisdom, gave birth to a new era of critical thinking. Despite his invaluable contributions, Socrates found himself at odds with the Athenian society. His audacious questioning of established norms and values led to his trial, an event that would etch his name in the annals of philosophical history. Charged with impiety and corrupting the minds of the youth, Socrates faced a dire verdict, a death sentence. Yet in the face of such adversity, he remained undeterred. His final days were spent not in fear, but in contemplation and discourse. He spoke eloquently about death, viewing it not as an end, but as a transition, a journey to a realm unknown. His acceptance of his fate was not an act of surrender, but a testament to his unwavering commitment to his ideals. In accepting his death sentence, Socrates left the world with a final message: an unexamined life is not worth living. A potent reminder that true wisdom lies not in knowing, but in questioning, and that the pursuit of knowledge is a journey, not a destination. Socrates' influence is not confined to the ancient world. His teachings continue to echo in modern philosophical discourses. His relentless questioning and pursuit of truth made him a titan of philosophy, leaving a legacy that has endured over 2 millennia. Socrates' achievements are not measured in written works, but in the minds he illuminated. His final message, a call to live an examined life, is as relevant today as it was in ancient Greece. His influence permeates contemporary thought, from ethics to epistemology. Socrates' legacy is not a static relic of the past, but a living, breathing entity that continues to shape our understanding of the world. His teachings invite us to question, to seek truth, and to strive for wisdom. Socrates was more than a philosopher. He was a torchbearer of wisdom who taught us to question, to seek, and to live a life of virtue. Stay tuned to Era Shapers to discover more about the thinkers in the past.